Hi, this is an introduction video to the iPhone app iBJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instruction for your iPhone. So let's go ahead and start the app by clicking on the icon on the phone with our pointer finger. And what you see is a list of positions. We include positions for both gi and no-gi moves. And you'll see at the bottom there's a tab bar controller which allows you to switch between gi and no-gi. There's also a tab that holds the moves you've selected as your favorites, moves you'd like to come back to later, for example. And we have another tab which contains various info about us, about the app, some information about Jiu-Jitsu in general, a way to send us some feedback, our link to our Facebook page, and a link to send some mail to a friend to tell them about the app. So let's go back to the beginning here. Under the gi section, we'll start off and jump into the back offense position. And from here, we're presented with three lists: submissions, advancements, or escapes. And on the back, if you are on your opponent's back, this is typically an offensive position, so we only have a list of submissions here. And you'll see right away that one of them, the first one, lapel choke demo, is marked with a bright star. That indicates that it's currently in our favorites list. We can click any of the stars to add something new to our favorites. We can also remove items from our favorites by clicking the star and responding to the dialog. From here, it's very simple. You pick the move you'd like to view, and we get into the meat of the application here, what we call our Moves View interface. Now, we've done something a little bit different than the other applications here in that we're not using video. Instead, we've chosen to pick the relevant frames that make the best instruction for each move. In this particular case, if you look around the interface, you'll see there's a number of dots at the top of the screen. So for this move, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 frames that describe this move. Now, what this allows us to do, and what this allows you to do, is to very discreetly move around by using the navigation buttons, move into each important part of the move, and scrutinize the details of what's going on without having to pause and rewind video and fast forward. And it gets a little tricky on the phone to manage navigating video. Now, most people right away when they see this, they click the play button, and of course it will play at a predetermined speed, which you can adjust, and I'll show you in a second. But what we typically encourage you to do, and what I do in most cases, is swipe around the phone to go through the moves forward and back. I'm simply swiping to the left to advance a frame as if I'm sliding the picture off the screen, and swiping to the right to go back a frame as if I'm sliding the picture off to the right. The buttons at the bottom accomplish the same, clicking right, clicking left, of course. And of course, what's missing here is the instructions. So the way you bring that up is by either swiping up or clicking the text button that's in the bottom right here. And you can still swipe over the text view when it's showing to advance frames and reverse frames. And you can also still play while the text is showing, if I can hit the button. I would encourage you to click on this question mark button and investigate the help screen that pops up. It's just a simple overview of what you can do while you're in this interface. Now, moving on, you'll notice that there are a few things here we've had feedback on which we've implemented as features in 1.1. The first thing is this gear icon is new. And as most people click the play button when they first see the app, they like to watch the move at speed. Their first complaint was that this is going too fast. So what we added here under the gear icon, under the first button, is a speed adjuster. And you can dial this slider down to pick whatever speed works for you. And the application will remember it from move to move, from start to start, and always maintain what you set. Now there's two more settings in here which I will show you. The opacity may not be obvious at first, but what that does is if you're showing the text, and we can stop playing just to see the text, grab one with a little bit more text on it. If you're showing the text, this adjusts the transparency or the opacity of the background of the text, as well as a little bit of the letters themselves. So you can favor being able to read more clear, or being able to see the move better if the letters still come out enough for you to read. And this will also maintain, so if you exit the app or switch moves, the level you set it to will remain. And now the third setting may be self-explanatory, but it's a very simple flip. If we turn on the reverse angle setting, you'll notice right away the picture. See how Nate currently has his right arm around Chris? If I click the switch, now he's using his left arm. Now obviously we're just flipping the image here, but this can be very helpful for people who tend to maybe be left-handed, for example, tend to pass on the other side, use their left hand for chokes a lot, that sort of thing. You'll notice that the text has also been adjusted, although in this particular case there wasn't any text to adjust. On this frame, however, you'll see as my right hand slides, gets changed from right to left. So we make a note of adjusting anything that's context sensitive, and this will also be saved from move to move and from start to start. For example, if I close the settings and I go back and I jump into a different move and I look at the settings, the reverse angle is currently on. You don't really know which one was the original. It's just a matter of switching it when you feel like you want to see the other angle. That is about it for the Moves controller, and in essence, this is all you need. Check us out in the iTunes store. We also have a light version, iBJJ Lite, which you can download for free to try out the interface and see a few example moves. And of course, if you like those moves and the features of the application, support us by grabbing the full version from the iTunes store. And happy training!